Good morning, everyone. Julian here with another breakdown today on my trade for the 23rd of June. Um, had a loss on Monday, didn't trade yesterday, and then today caught a winner, so ended up turning my week into a profitable one so far. Of course, we're only about halfway done, so we'll see how the rest of the week goes. So starting on the daily, we were heading down in a downtrend up until a few days ago, the 21st of June. So starting on Monday, we've been in a pretty heavy uptrend. So just 3 straight days of bullish pressure. 4 hour, as you can see, um, kind of right here, we had a low, a lower high, or sorry, we had a low, then we had a higher high, higher low, higher high and higher low, kind of smaller range there. Now higher high, and it looks like we're creating a higher low somewhere in this area, and looking to see what will happen if we'll continue this uptrend or not. So my bias for the day was buys. I wanted to catch a buy since we were in this pretty strong uptrend. It'll be pretty interesting, actually. Let me go back to the 4 hour to see what happens here, because this is kind of our high right about here, and it's been our high for a while. So if we can kind of get a break and close above 156, we can head up, and if not, we'll probably reject this area and create a downtrend once again, this area around 155, 500. So if that gets rejected, keep your eye out for sells, as we should be coming down. If it breaks above 156, buys all the way. Now, as you can see on this 1 hour chart, it's actually a little bit easier to see. So the uptrend, kind of change of trend there, had a higher high up here, higher low. And then, yeah, like I said, this section kind of right here was kind of just like a consolidation. There was a high and a low, but they were very close to each other. And now we created our higher high to come down and create a higher low to continue up, and we'll see what will happen there. So let's see, I actually executed my trade on the 30-minute. I almost actually took a sell, and just because we had clean traffic to the left, I'll show you exactly where. So I missed it, unfortunately. And that's probably the only reason why I caught my buy today, because I missed the sell. But originally, once I saw this support right here being held, um, I was, a lot of things were running through my head. We were either going to break and close below 154.88, or we were going to break above this level here, about 155 for buys. So once I saw this very strong bearish candle, I actually wanted to enter a sell at the break of the low for it to continue down, you know, 5 pips, but hopefully break through all these wicks and continue down um, all the way down to 155, 400. That was not the case. So, I mean, my best bet was going to be an entry here. Let's go to the 15. So it was actually going to be an entry when we broke this low over here with a stop above, about 13 pip stop, and a 33 pip take profit. It ended up running 20 pips, and it ran very quickly. That's actually why I missed the trade, because it didn't give me an opportunity to catch it. I was thinking like, oh, what should I do? A lot of things were running through my head. I was worried that it was gonna, reject these, like just reject where these wicks rejected as well. So I was scared for that. So I never ended up entering it. Then price came back up. As you can see, we get this long wick to the downside, small bullish candle, and this bullish candle closes back in the range. Now, once I saw it close back in the range, I said, wow, like if we create a lower wick and then break the high, it can come back up to test these highs created over here. So price started going once this candle opened at 8 a.m. and price actually went up a couple pips. So I was sitting and waiting on the sidelines because my idea for this trade was, you know, I want to enter when we break the high, but I don't want, I want a lower wick. I want a stop loss. So it went up 2 pips, didn't enter, wasn't part of my plan. Then we had this nice rejection where it came and retested this low once again, retested this support at 154.88, and we got a 10 pip wick. And once that came back up and broke the high, I entered my trade based on my previous analysis, had my stop loss below the candle. Let me just toss this out here for you guys. My entry was about right there at 92, I think, on the dot. Stop loss was 81.6, I remember. And my take profit was actually here at 155.1. But I ended up closing my trade here as we kind of rejected this level. And I mean, I was happy with my profits. Like I said, we're just getting back into this week and getting back into catching trades again. So profit's profit. I was down on the week. Wanted to get back to being profitable, and that's what it was for today. Also, I was hesitant to stay in the trade long because this is a strong resistance. As we can see, we broke through it at 9 a.m. and it would have ended up hitting our final TP. But um, green is better than greed, one of my favorite sayings. So always take your profits when you can. It's better to secure your profit than kind of lose it. If this ended up coming back down, it would have been a completely different story, and then you know would look better for securing my profits. But that's not the case. Um, Looks like we're actually getting somewhat of a nice setup coming here. If anyone's watching this, so now we broke out of this on the 30-minute, and let me look left. As we can see, we have a zone here. So broke and closed below that zone. We're getting a bullish candle, retesting that zone. This can create a wick. Let's see. If it can retest up a little bit higher, leave a wick. So leave a wick up here. Reject this level. I'd like it to close bullish also. And then if the next candle can break this low, can enter a trade with a stop loss about 10 pips. And TP would be first to fill this wick over here. And then let's check what our risk to reward would be on that trade. So if we had this, we could enter here with a 10 pip stop. Hopefully, like I said, it creates a little bit of a higher wick. If it closes like that, we can enter once it breaks the low. First TP would be this 18 pips at this wick fill, and then we could go all the way down to have a 36 pip take profit of about 154.38. So if anyone's watching this play out, or is able to see this video before this plays out, keep an eye on that. This could very well run without us, but yeah, like I explained, if that setup comes into play, I will definitely enter. But we'll see what happens. If it just goes without me, it goes without me. But it is what it is. If not, I'll leverage some of my profits for today to try to catch that move. So hope you all learned something. If you could leave a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, watch out for this setup, and hopefully tomorrow in my breakdown I'll be explaining this if I was able to catch it. So thank you all and have a good day.